of our portals is the Welsh National Terminology Portal. This contains over 20 dictionaries of standardised terminology, which we have produced over the years. Some of the dictionaries also have their own websites, such as the School's Terminology Project and the Terminology Service for the Coleg Cymraeg Cenedlaethol, which promotes Welsh medium studies at universal level throughout Wales. Having their own dedicated website allows our funders to ensure their own branding for their dictionaries, and also we can publish additional material and information there. However, a lot of users, especially translators and students, want to be able to consult all dictionaries at the same time, and they find that a quick search in one window saves them time and trouble. We also have a dictionary app called App Geiriaduron for Apple, iOS and Android devices that includes the most important of these dictionaries for offline use and all remaining dictionaries online. This has proved to be very popular, having been downloaded over 130,000 times, a huge success for a language which is only spoken by a little over 500,000 speakers. Behind the public-facing terminology portal, we also have our own terminology standardisation and dictionary writing software called MyST. This system enables a dispersed team of terminologists and subject specialists to build a dictionary together, with discussions and decisions being recorded and archived in the software. It also enables online publication in the terminology portal, one entry at a time if that is required, thus cutting the cost and time needed to publish such dictionaries. Despite having been originally conceived of for our own internal use, MyST has now been licensed for use by the Cornish Academy to help them in their Cornish language terminology and dictionary projects. The second of our portals is the Welsh National Corporate Portal. This includes a growing number of online, easily searchable Welsh and bilingual Welsh-English corpora. These were originally developed by us for internal use, for example, to research the use of terms in context, or to create language models, or statistically based machine translation for Welsh. We also rescued old projects so that users could still access them here, such as the historic Ceg corpus, a 1 million word corpus of Welsh originally developed in the early 1990s, and used other projects, for example the Deche project, to digitise out of print scholarly Welsh books, to create a corpus of scholarly Welsh as a side benefit from the main project. Our third portal, the Welsh National Language Technologies Portal, is perhaps our most important one, bringing together all the resources that we can freely share with other researchers, developers and language enthusiasts, both in Wales and internationally. We believe that releasing these resources, where possible, on permissive licenses, will allow anyone, including large global companies, to integrate them into their products and help small languages to be mainstreamed in multilingual products and services. Where it is not possible to provide resources as downloadable data or code, or where any open source can't be compiled or integrated into a particular platform, then the portal's innovation of an API service centre can allow others to embed products such as machine translation, text-to-speech, vocab or Cysill, the Welsh spelling and grammar checker, very simply into their own environments. In the case of the Cysill spelling and grammar checker, we are able also to gather a corpus of corrected and uncorrected text from the use of the free online tool. In this way, we have so far collected a corpus of over 100 million words, and it is still growing. A lot of the most exciting work in language technology for minoritized languages right now is the development of speech technology. Last year, more smart speakers were sold than desktop PCs and laptops. Speech is fast becoming the quickest, most intuitive way of communicating with digital devices. Without this technology being available for our small languages, we will all be speaking English or some other dominant language to our personal assistants and other aides. Our Paldario app, which we released in 2014, enabled us to crowdsource a spoken corpus of Welsh, where volunteers read aloud a set of text prompts chosen to represent all the sounds of the spoken language into their mobile phone or tablet, which were then sent over the internet to be stored on our servers and used to create acoustic models of Welsh. Since then, we have collaborated with Mozilla's Common Voice project to make Welsh one of the first languages in a similar project to gather speech corpora using pre-prepared prompts for many of the world's languages. This is the first such large-scale multilingual effort to provide open data for speech recognition, with an inclusive attitude to minoritized and other less resourced languages. We have taken advantage of the Common Voice platform and our work on open source language, Welsh language text-to-speech, to create our Lleisiwr project. Lleisiwr is a project for voice banking the voices of Welsh-speaking patients who are in danger of losing their speech capability through illness or surgery, so that a synthetic version of their own voice can be built for future use in communication aids. This is a collaboration between ourselves and the National Health Service in Wales, who are using their speech therapists to identify and refer patients who may benefit from having their voices banked and artificially recreated. This is exactly the sort of service which is usually unavailable to speakers of small languages, and is just one example of what can be achieved if we recycle and build upon previous work and collaborate with other researchers and developers worldwide. To see our national portals and further information about our projects, please follow these links and join us in making sure that we have the tools and resources so that all our languages can thrive and prosper in the digital age.